Hi guys, Dema, our senior client, was on a business trip with his job, and so I've been feeding the pigs while he's gone. And I got a question about how we do that. Do we get into the pens with the pigs and those kind of things? So I thought since I'm feeding them, I would do a video so you guys would see. It's already -7. And it's only about 6:30 in the evening, so it's going to get much chillier. So I've got on my thermal long johns and a long sleeve shirt and some jeans, and then my jacket here, and my hat and my headlamp, because there are some places that I'm going to go out here that don't have light. And then I've got these water resistant or durable gloves that are really warm. So I'm going to put you on pause and I'll take you in there. I'll try and get it set up. The pigs are still kind of confused because I'm not usually the one that feeds them, not for a long time. So when I first went in there yesterday to feed them, they were all happy. Oh, Mom's here to pet me. And I started feeding them and they were just like kind of confused. And then in the evening, they were like, hey, are you feeding us, you know? But tonight, it may have kicked in a little bit more that I'm going to be the one that's feeding them, so we'll see how noisy they get. But I kind of have a pattern of getting food to the noisiest ones first, so they're not screaming. So we'll see how it goes, but I'm going to put you on pause until I can get in there in the barn. And I'll do the sows first, and the piglets are in their own pen now because they've been weaned. And then I'll go over to the boars, and you can kind of see how we get around working with the pigs. We get in the pens with every single one of the pigs except for the big boar. And the reason that we don't get in the pen with the big boar, we kind of keep a little bit of something between us, not because he's really aggressive, but the client who was taking care of the pigs when he was a young boar played with him and pushed with him, and so he thinks that's fun to do, play and push with you, but he doesn't realize how big he is. He's well over 500 pounds, probably 6 now that he's gaining weight after his sterilization and round with worms. But he's putting back on his weight, and so he's getting back up there. But he's just too big to play with us. It hurts us. So we kind of keep gates between us and those kind of things. But you'll see some of that. I'll try and get you as good as a shot as I can, you know, without somebody else in there with me doing it. You're not going to have that great of a shot, but at least you can kind of see what goes on and how we get in and interact with the pigs. And when we go into the pens with them, especially the bigger ones, we know which way they're going to go. They're going to turn to the right always, or they're going to turn to the left. So when we go in with the bucket of feed, we step to the left or we step to the right. So as they turn around, they don't knock us over or bend our knees the wrong way. And they're not meaning to be aggressive or anything like that. They're just big and they can knock you over. And of course we press on them so that we can put the bucket in the food into their trough, you know. So anyway, you'll get to see some of that. Let's get this, come on, Paul. So I'm outside getting ready to go into the barn. I thought I'd tell you that we prep the food in advance, so the buckets are already ready for dinner in there and set up. The piglets don't get any potatoes. One of their mama is not eating as much right now, so I've reduced the amount that I'm giving her, but usually it's grains and potatoes. We just ran out of our pumpkins, so I've kind of got them set up in how I feed. So here we go. Let's see how noisy it gets. So they're probably going to bark a little bit as soon as they hear me opening the door. Hey girls. Hi girls. How you doing, huh? How are we doing? Oops. Oops. I got you all turned around. So I'm gonna feed in here first. Let's see if I can get you where you can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna feed Purdy behind me, and then I'm gonna feed Cinderella here. You ready to eat? You ready to eat? that's Purdy, and now we're going to do Cinderella here. Let's see if I can turn it a little bit so you can kind of see my dance. Hi, Miss Cinderella. How are you doing? Huh? So let me turn you. So you can kind of see how I take care of the pigs down there. The last pin I'm having trouble with the latch getting in there, so I might have to go from the side. Buttons is pregnant here. Okay, I'm coming. Come on, Bash. You're next, Lulu. You're next. Let's see if I can get this. Oh, man. Oh no, come on. Nope, I can't get it open. You're next. You're next, Miss Lulu. So I kind of called this Cinderella because that was Cinderella there, but that's actually Bashful. And we separated her from her piglets, and her milk is starting to dry up. This is Buttons, who's pregnant. She's due mid-February. Here's the piglets. And then behind me here is Cinderella, Purdy. And now I'm getting ready to feed Lulu, the big girl. Let's see, oh, catching the legs here on the buckets. So, let me see. How do I get you over here to see Lulu and what's going on with her? She is big. She is older than the others, so she is much bigger. Let's get, there we go. Is that going to work? And so I've got to be a little bit more careful with her in the pen just because she's bigger. But she's still a very good girl. Okay, okay. Come on. You got to move out the way. Come on. Oh. That didn't work very well. Sorry about that. I stepped on the... Okay. Come on. Come on. Come on. So each one of the pigs have a way that they go either to the right, to the left. And this Lulu here, I don't know if you can see kind of how big she is, right here to the middle, top of my thigh. She's a big girl. She's due in January. Ah, piglets, you're going to get to eat next. Yep. I didn't forget you. Now the piglets. There's wood here that covers up a cistern where all the pee travels down the canalization. So there we go. There's all the piglets. They're going to be more curious about me than their food. Nosing me. So we wear special shoes in here because we're going to step in poo. What you doing, guys? Huh? What you doing? Yeah. They're learning not to be too afraid of the hand. Some of them like their back scratched, some of them don't. Oh. But you see that they're more interested in me than their food. So we have a channel here. Let me show you. So you see the channel here. So we scrape all the poo in there, and in the morning I'll do it again, and then I'll gather it and put it in a wheelbarrow to go out onto the compost. So one of the good things about COVID is that I lost my smell for the barn and for bodybuilding. So I don't really smell any of this at all out here, which is a good thing. So under these boards here is where a big cistern is, about 6 feet deep. So when it fills up, then we pump it out. So let me turn this back up. And we'll go into, you see how quiet it is now that they're eating. We'll go over to the boars room. And I'm sorry for knocking you around, but it's kind of uneven flooring here. Okay. So with this room, I'm going to leave you on the outside just because the boars go into the corridor. Hi, boys. Hi, buddies. And you'll kind of get to see see if I can get you set up here. So back there, in the back pen there, that's the big boar. And then to the side here is the young'un. It seems like one of my legs here is not fully extended or something, and it's causing a problem. I need to shorten this one a little bit. Oh, come on. That might work. Okay. Just let me get around the camera here. And I got to put one of the buckets out here while I feed them. Okay, so let's get this turned a little bit here. Come on. I'm not sure what's going on here, why it's kind of unstable. There we go. Nope, that's... Ay, ay, ay. I don't want it to fall again. There we go. So you're going to see how I kind of hide behind the gate. He's going to come out. I'm going to go into the pen, lock myself in there so that he can't come. And what do I do with the shovel? Oh, there it is. Okay. Hey, Porky. How you doing, buddy? Huh? How you doing? Huh? How's this boy? Okay, come on out. Come on. Come on. There you go. Good boy. Oh, gotta get a good back rub there, huh? A good back rub. Oh, yes, you're putting on weight. That's a good thing. And you've been tossing your trunk around. Smelling the camera. Okay, Porky, come on. Come on. Porky. Come on, buddy. Back that big old butt back. Uh-huh. There you go. Oh, that's a good boy. Now I'm going to try and move you so you can watch how I dance around Sharky. Okay, so we're going to bring this in here. Let's see if I can tilt it down a little bit more so you can kind of see what's going on there with him. No. So as I open up this gate, it's going to block him from getting to that camera. But we got to put our foot at the bottom and our hands on the gates because they'll nudge them open and it'll smack you real good. Okay, come on out, buddy. Come on. You pooed in your corner. Now what's the deal? They usually don't poo where they eat. Come on, come on. Okay, you ready? Good boy. So, since we've run out of pumpkin and we're kind of adjusting between the potatoes and the grain, I added a little bit more grain to kind of see how much they're going to eat. And I was doing, I think, 4 little white buckets, and I think some of them need to probably be around 3. But during the winter, they're going to use a lot more energy to heat themselves. In December, we'll be selling Porky, Bashful, who was the mother, Cinderella and Purdy, because they're not getting pregnant. And then I think the piglets will probably sell next week. Sharky here will be sterilized on Monday, I believe, and we should be able to sell him in December, but if not, it'll be around the 1st of January. So every couple of years we rotate our pigs out and we get new breed, because as they get older, they tend to have a little bit more health problems, you know. Now for the sows room, I don't really clean it up in the evening, and neither does Dema. But the boars room we need to, because of this corridor. If we don't, then like when Porky comes out here, he'll just smear this poo everywhere and it'll make a bigger mess for us to clean up. So I'm going to shovel it and put it into the wheelbarrow that goes out on the compost. But we are being watched because all there are our chickens. I don't know if you can see them. They roost there above the boars, and the boars give off a lot of heat. And then they go and lay their eggs over the sows. There's a little doorway through the wall here, and some will sleep just in there because here it's kind of hard to get all 50 of them. I think we have two roosters. And then the rest are all laying hens. And we're getting a lot of eggs right now, which is really, really good. So you're doing your job, buddy. I see you staring me down. Yep, I appreciate it. You're doing your job. But the chickens stay warm all winter. And of course, as we sell some of them and we end up with 2 in there, there's a little door kind of up above that we leave open. For pigs, it's very important that it be kept about 20 degrees Celsius. If we get any hotter, they tend to get sicker, and they don't sweat. That's one reason that pigs are known to wallow, is because they don't sweat and they're trying to cool themselves down. This barn stays pretty cool during the summer, but sometimes we hose them down, and they like to play in it and bite at the water or flop down, kind of just like dogs, you know. But in the winter, we don't have to really close it up because it gets pretty warm in here. Warm enough for the chickens, they're happy. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you got some good views. Again, it's kind of hard to film myself when I'm in all these different little sections. So that's kind of how we deal with our pigs. And we raise them by putting our hands all over them, so they're very used to our hands on their feet, on their bellies, on their backs, and it just makes it easier to work with them. So anyway, I got to finish cleaning up, and I'm going to prepare the buckets for tomorrow morning. Dema is supposed to be coming home 11:30, 12 o'clock tonight, and so I'll prepare all the buckets, and they'll be sitting in the different barns, and so in the morning when he gets up, it's just ready for him. That's kind of how we process it, you know, because then we can feed the pigs quickly, they're not screaming loud, you know, and it's ready for the next time. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it.